Hi everyone, today I want to do a quick little video. This is going to be a swatch slash demo slash review of Jordana blushes. Now these are a new product to me. You may have heard of Jordana Cosmetics before or you may have not. They are quite an inexpensive brand. Typically you'll find Jordana Cosmetics in like dollar stores in North America. The company manufactures their cosmetics in the USA. And they are a cruelty-free brand, which is why I was interested in kind of trying out the product. I found these in a local dollar store, and a dollar store I never go in because they have crap, but they have a whole bunch of Jordana cosmetics. So I thought first thing I'm going to try and share with you guys is their blushes, because I have heard positive reviews about these already, so I thought I would give them a shot, show you the shades that I picked, and let you guys judge. So instead of making this video long, I'm just going to cut to the chase and start with the swatches. The first one I'm going to show you is called Sandalwood, and it is also labeled 33, and this is the shade. It's a very light pink. It's a light dusky kind of pink. Very, very pretty. This is one that I think is going to give a nice natural glow, which it does. So I'm not going to go too overboard here, but just a light kiss of a color right there. So it's not too bold. This is something that I would wear daily though, because I sometimes don't want to go crazy with blush. I just want a little tint. This looks really natural on me, like really, really natural, like my natural flush, and I really like that. So I think this would be great for someone who has very fair skin as well. And I will just show you my pinky finger, kind of the shade, just so you can see versus my face how it looks. For some of the other shades it might not be so hard to actually see the swatch, but that is Sandalwood and I really like it. So the next shade I have for you is called Touch of Pink, also number 18, and it is, hopefully you can see this, quite a coral color. It's not quite orange, but it's definitely a peach shade. So, and this is also a really nice color. I like that this has no shimmer, so it is a matte. It's a matte color, and I actually really appreciate that in blush. So on my cheeks you can see it's a nice peachy coral sort of shade of pink. This would be flattering on many skin tones. It's really definitely a keeper for me. I like the Sandalwood as well because they're both matte. They don't have shimmer. They come up very natural, and this is what I've been liking about these blushes so far, is they come off really natural. So I have a little bit more foundation on so I can move on to the next shade, and this one is called Coral Sandy Beach, and this is the color. Now you can see the swatch there from my finger. This is very similar to the Touch of Pink. I'm going to hold them side by side so you can actually see the shades. The difference is that the Coral Sandy Beach is a shimmer. So it does have a little bit of that iridescence. It's not glittery, you can see, but let's focus there. You can see the shimmer in it right there. So I'm going to swatch this now on my cheeks. And so far, you know, these blushes aren't too dusty. They have a little bit of dust, so they're not without fallout, but so far they're not problematic for me. This is also pretty flattering shade. I could probably do with either or of these colors. It just depends on if you prefer the shimmer or a lighter version of it. I like the lighter version, but the shimmer isn't bad either. I don't mind it. It's a good kind of beachy kind of blush, I think. So the next shade is called Rouge. also number 17. And it is much more of a rosy color. And on the viewfinder, it's looking a little bit more of a dusty rose to me, but it's actually quite pink. Maybe I'll do a little finger swatch here. So again, this color I also picked because it is not a shimmer, it's a matte shade. Okay, so you can kind of see, I'm only going to do the one cheek on this blush, but you can kind of see it is a more red hue than the other shades that I've done so far. It's much more of a flushed shade, much more flushed red shade. So the next one is Blushing Rose, also number 37. And this one has a little bit of a pearlescence to it. See it close. And it's much more of a darker rose shade. Oh, it's almost got a purple hint to it. So this one's the darkest out of the 5 that I purchased, and obviously there's tons more shades out there. These are just the ones that I picked up that I thought would be wearable for me, and colors that I thought I might need to add to my collection. So, and I'm just gonna go over here. I was a little overconfident with this color, but you know, you get the idea. So side by side, you can kind of see that, you know, the Rouge is definitely more red, and the Blushing Rose is more of a you know, dark, kind of almost like a hint of maroon. It's more of a plummy sort of shade. This one right here is Sandy Beach, and this one is Touch of Pink. So side by side, you can kind of see the shade difference. Okay, this one here is Rouge, this one is Coral Sandy Beach, and this one here is the Blushing Rose. So they all have their subtle differences. And I've got one of each on. One thing I really like about these blushes is that they are going to be a breeze to depot, because the inner tray comes out fairly easily. I really like that aspect of these blushes as well. And who can complain about $3? I have seen people mention Jordana products for even cheaper, like $1.50. But for $3, you're getting a great deal of product. And from the shades that I've picked anyways, they're quite wearable. Definitely something that I would get value out of. And yeah, I really like them. I don't see anything negative I can say about them. They do have, some of the shades are a little bit more dusty than others, but really, like especially with the matte shades, I'm pretty pleased with how they perform. So I hope you guys like this review. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you again soon. Bye!